Welcome back to the Southampton career mode here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. For the first time in a little while, we've got the shirt of a club that we're playing as once again to wear during the course of the save. We did it with Arsenal, of course, on the main channel. Did it with Forest last year. Didn't do it during the course of the Journeyman, the Glory Hunter, because it didn't really make sense to spend 300 quid on football kits. And we, of course, can't do it in the Youth Academy RTG. But for this save, we can and we have. And because of the time of the year, it was about 60% off as well. Nice. So we're wearing the Southampton home kit now, and we'll do every time we record this series. I asked you guys in the last episode to help me out for this transfer window, which you have done in the comment section. The general consensus with regards left mid is to put Aribo out there, which we kind of preempted anyway. So thank you for your consolidation on that. With regards to goalkeeper, it's a tough one, but you like the idea of Dubravka, so do I, but also like the idea of giving McCarthy the opportunity to continue for now, considering he's been in good form, and then when his form starts to fail him, then the replacement goalkeeper would come in. The loanee, of course, looking to loan an older goalkeeper. If I have to sign someone, then so be it, but looking to hopefully loan an older goalkeeper to bring them in to improve us at the back whilst we wait for Bazunu, of course, to grow out on his loan spell to come in next season as a starter. And at left back, much as I'd love to bring Luke Shaw back to the club, I don't think that's a goer, but we do have a number of names on the shortlist that we're now currently scouting, and hopefully it won't be too long before some of those, God, there's so many names, some of those left back options have those scout reports back, and we can make a more educated decision as to what to do in that position. We do have some money to spend, about quite a bit of money to spend now that we've sold Kyle Walker-Peters. Although hopefully we don't have to spend all of it. I don't really think we will spend all of it because the majority of the players that we're looking at aren't going to be of that sort of level. We've got some scout reports back. A Ritchie loan bid from Club Bruges is one that I'm very keen on taking up, just a loan to a short. A bid for Perro, which is intriguing. Livramento is a youngster that is going to do really well for us longer term. I am going to reject that from Frankfurt. That might be questionable, but at the minute I feel confident enough in rejecting that. Roman Brown. Now we're at Aston Villa in the league. A bid for Roman Brown from Aston Villa. We are 15th and actually having a stronger season than I thought we were going to at this stage. Villa are only 3 places and 5 points better off than us. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to turn that down from then for Brown. And Perro, I need him in the short term, so there's no way he's going to go to Sporting. Okay, so I'm going to go and have a look through those scout reports, and one of which was Dubravka, which is intriguing. What is Dubravka rated at? 79. Can I loan him? No. But I could buy him for £4 million. Done. Approach to buy. Let's bring Martin Dubravka in. He was the more popular with you guys. He's not going to get first team football at Newcastle anytime soon. I'll try 4 million. I'll be really cheeky. They want Diallo. That's a certain no. But I'll come up to 4.4 then. And hopefully they'll just accept that. Which they do. Thank you, Eddie Howe. Welcome to the club. Martin Dubravka, we hope. Kind of what he's on now. I'll offer him 45. A little bit of a wage cut. But as far as he's concerned, it's to get first team football. So they will agree. That is done. Oh, that would have been a great picture for the thumbnail of my guy stood there with his arms open like that. Martin Dubravka is in. We have ourselves a new signing. Fantastic. Not going to go into the starting lineup yet, but certainly I will envisage him being there sooner rather than later. Alex McCarthy didn't start the season, or didn't start his spell in goal very well, but of the last 3 games, he's been pretty spectacular, so I can't just immediately throw him out the starting lineup. That would be unfair, but certainly Dubravka will be ready and waiting in the wings. We shocked the Premier League when we won last minute against Manchester City at the Etihad. This time around, Manuel Akanji partners Aymeric Laporte. Bernardo Silva starts in midfield, and the front three looks very, very strong indeed. City challenging, as you might expect, at the top end of the table. We're challenging to stay in the division. Into Riyad Mahrez. Where's that going? Around the corner there to Phil Foden. Don't let him shoot from there. Haaland! Good save by Alex McCarthy still. Poor ball. Foden in a good position. That's going to loop! Oh my God! Alex McCarthy very nearly conceded the awkward first goal. Can't quite get there with James Ward-Prowse. Foden's going to run into Livramento. No, Foden's going to run around Livramento. De Bruyne, Haaland, Mahrez arrives, and Manchester City take an unsurprising, with the run of play, 1-0 lead. Comes City on the counter. Mahrez, Walker. He's a bit quick. And Erling's with him. Here they come again. Yeah, I missed it. I thought he was going to cross it. I was trying to block it. We've blocked that. And again, well done, Alex McCarthy. Here's Joe Aribo then. On his favoured left side. Although Kyle Walker wouldn't leave him alone. James Ward-Prowse from here. De Bruyne does well, as does Haaland, and Bernardo Silva will look to break. We've tackled him, but it's going to fall straight to a City man, who then finds Riyad Mahrez down the line. Erling holding them up nicely enough, forcing them wide, and, well, the only man that really would win a header is the man out wide, but now they've got a corner, and they've got more men that could certainly head it from here then. De Bruyne with the delivery. Kevin De Bruyne stands it up. It is Erling underneath it, but Roman Brown beats him to it. Mahrez, oh, it's unbelievable footwork from Riyad Mahrez to get away there. De Bruyne, options on the edge, including Phil Foden. Good save by McCarthy. City pressing for that second, though. Mahrez down the line. Quickly to Erling. Oh, there's not really much you can do about either of Manchester City's goals today. Erling Haaland at the double, but with assists, not goals. Never mind. We weren't expected to win this one. This is how we thought the one at the Etihad would go. Just on his own there, Bernardo Silva. Nobody anywhere near him. What can you do? To Sulemana. He's gone again there, Ward-Prowse. And if I can just dink this, then Che Adams could be in. Onuachu's with him. He's found himself in some space, Onuachu. It's the best, if not arguably only, chance we've had so far. Manchester City. But I'll tell you what, he's done very well there, Romeo Lavia. It's forward and out wide. Maybe Joe Aribo can finally have the opportunity to do something today. Not his fault that the ball just hasn't really found him that much. Onuachu! A goal back against Manchester City. His first goal for the club was an absolute worldie. His latest goal for the club, right up there too. Paul Onuachu bends that into the top corner. Ederson at full stretch, can't get there. Could we come back late against City again? What a goal. Can't find a teammate then, but nor can I. Bernardo Silva back to John Stones, who's come off the bench here. De Bruyne burst past. Oh my God, James Ward-Prowse, and Walker's in, and Salisu's clearance is poor. Good save, Alex McCarthy. Wonderful reactions there. He's delighted with himself, as he may well should be. Salisu gets rid of that. Livramento needs to spin Bernardo Silva here, and has done well to do so. Sulemana, James Ward-Prowse, Che Adams. Onuachu's there in the middle. Che Adams will go solo! City just can't do it against us, can they? A late winner at the Etihad. A late equaliser at St Mary's. Let's go. 4 points off Man City this season. Oh, it's nicely around the corner. And Foden's beaten me. It's not going to be roles reversed, is it? From the game against them at the Etihad. They equalised late on, and then we went and won it, and now it is roles reversed. No, it's not. No, it's not. Riyad Mahrez offside at the back post. They thought they'd given us a taste of our own medicine. They haven't. Just beyond the line. Final whistle sounds, and a deserved point. Alex McCarthy making a couple of very good saves, to be fair to him again, and that kept us in the game and ensured that the comeback at the other end was a possibility. Even in possession, they had more than twice as many chances as us, but they couldn't put them away. And as a result, we take the point and are very happy with it indeed. Leeds next. Leeds. Melee in goal. Christensen, Cox, Strauch and Ben Sabaini at left back. New signing. Tyler Adams and Weston McKennie. Harrison, Sinistera and Bamford. Sinistera scored a very good goal against us last time we played them. They are in the top relegation spot, so to speak, in 18th. We're just 2 places above them, but about 6 points clear. So losing here isn't the end of the world. But if we can avoid defeat, then we're in a still continual strong position to avoid the drop this season. But it is going to take a lot of hard work between now and the end of the year to stay in that slightly elevated position above the relegation zone, because there are still a lot of big games to come and a lot of games that are potentially going to be lost yet to come this season. But so far, so good here at Saints. Yeah, come on, Bamford. Actually, he is having a go. Oh, my Lord! Patrick Bamford with a worldie. Safe to say, I underestimated him there. I was hoping to just outmuscle him with Roman Brown, but couldn't. He dived in with it. 114.6 kilometres an hour. Unstoppable from Patrick Bamford. Worldie alert. Bamford. Again, Roman Brown has dived in when all I want is him to just put a physical challenge in over the bar from Brendan Aronson. I just want to lean on him. And he's like lunged and put a tackle in. It's caused me problems twice now, one of which we conceded from. Onuachu. And maybe in front of goal too. What a pick out that is. Angle's tight. Too tight. Meslier with a good save. Nice floated ball over the top to Sinistera. And Gilletta Carr intercepts really well and then completely messes his pass up. Aronson. Brown's in the way. Bamford! Someone drugs test Patrick Bamford. Because he's been on crack or something. He's on fire today and he's absolutely untouchable. Everything he touches either does or very nearly ends up in the back of the bloody net. Aribo to Che Adams will try and counter. Can't sort his feet out quickly enough. And Brendan Aronson finds Bamford. And Weston McKennie. Alex McCarthy makes a good save. Out wide to Jack Harrison. Perrault with him. Scout reports for that new left back should be back sooner rather than later. We'll see what we can do in that regard. Perrault so far though not really put a foot wrong. Bamford tried his best, did get something on it. But it was relatively simple for the goalkeeper. Whilst it remains still 1, we have a chance. It is getting closer and closer to not being just 1 anymore. Go to Sulemana. Nice turn. Ward-Prowse arriving. Che Adams making a good run. And Ward-Prowse with a great ball. Che Adams with a good touch. No! Yes! No! How's that not gone in? Corner for us then instead. Ward-Prowse delivers. And up goes Gilletta Carr! Brilliant save by Meslier. Can't believe we haven't added an equaliser there. We'll try again with Sulemana. It's flicked on all the way across the face of goal and will be cleared away. Let's see, one way then the other. That sold the defender. That was very good. Go to Sulemana first here. Ward-Prowse with me. Little back heel should find him and does. Che Adams up his feet quickly. And the finesser! Meslier and Che Adams having quite the battle between each other today. Ward-Prowse with the corner. Onuachu doesn't get there. There you go. I was kind of counting on Sinistera not having the defensive nous to track his runner. Sulemana into the middle. Onuachu! God damn it, Meslier cannot get the ball past him today, can we? Chance after chance comes on this Leeds United goal. And still, he will not concede. I thought I could squeeze it through the gap. Rutter, he has squeezed it through the gap. Jack Harrison seals the points for Leeds United. Meslier at one end has been impregnable. And we've not been terrible defensively. But we are going to lose this one. He's read me there, Ben Sabaini. The highest rated player at left back. As ours used to be. With Carl Walker-Peters. Can I get there with Lavia? I can't. Weston McKennie, not with many options. Sinistera 1. Overlapping run comes here from Ben Sabaini. Drives it into Jorginho Rutter. Who's done me. Absolutely ruined me off. I thought the shot was coming there. I think everybody thought the shot was coming there. And he's killed me. Sent me to the shot. And lays it back to Brendan Aronson. Thought his shot was coming there, so I dive. Stops the ball dead. Little Cruyff flick to Brendan Aronson, who puts it in the top corner. Well. Well, well, well. 3 points for Leeds, 3 goals for Leeds, and that relegation zone gets a little bit closer once more. Lavia, Aribo, Adams, and Ward-Prowse spins well. Goal difference could well make the difference at the end of the season, and losing so heavily to a relegation rival may well ensure that we're still there or thereabouts at the wrong end of the table come the end of the season. Big win for Leeds United. Cracking opening goal. And from there, I wouldn't say at all they were ever really in control, Leeds. But they scored and we just couldn't. Dubravka might get a game against Tottenham, to be fair. Not that McCarthy was at fault for really anything today, but we do just have to be better moving forward. Newcastle United bid for James Ward-Prowse. James Ward-Prowse goes nowhere. He is Southampton through and through. And while Southampton remain in the Premier League, I don't think he will ever leave. Bid for Salisu, though. Scout reports back on my left back, so which is fantastic. We can have a look through those. Che Adams to Celta Vigo, I'll say no. Salisu to Villarreal, I'll say no. Pero to Leverkusen, though, might be something we have to consider. Aribo position change, 76 rated centre mid becomes a 76 rated left mid, but can still grow in the remainder of this season, so we will look to help him do so. Okay, Leverkusen are 8th in the Bundesliga. If they were in a European spot and challenging, I'd have said absolutely sell Pero. But, I mean, they have got a game in hand, but still would be no higher than 7th if they were to win it. I might then reject that Pero bid. I'm going to turn that down from Leverkusen. But we are going to try and sign one of the comment section's favourite players, which was Brandon Williams. He's only 74 rated, so would come in lower rated than Pero, but obviously could grow. It's basically him or Rico Henry. Rico Henry is starting every week at Brentford. Brandon Williams is playing 0 football at Manchester United. I personally would probably go for Rico Henry, but Brandon Williams was very popular in the YouTube comment section, so I will prioritise him. I could get him very, very cheaply indeed as well. He's not as high rated as Pero, who is currently the man starting at left back, but Erik ten Hag is quite happy for Brandon Williams to come to us. He's on £51,000 a week. I'm sure we can agree something similar for him, and hopefully we'll have a new starting left back. Indeed, have a new starting left back. Joining from Manchester United, Brandon Williams, putting faith in youth once more at Southampton, albeit youth from someone else's youth academy, not our own. But he's in, he signs, and he will start against Tottenham. Tottenham Hotspur, our final opponents then today during this month of January in the transfer window. 5 back for them as expected. They've got more than twice as many points as us. We're now just 4 points above the relegation zone, having lost to Leeds last time out. And, well, we're not going to be getting any further away, I don't think, with this opponent, are we? If Brandon Williams can have a solid enough debut at left-back, we'll be very happy. Orsic is back from injury now, but I think Joe Aribo is going to continue on as the starting left mid for the foreseeable future. Again, putting our faith in younger players. Salisu having to show a bit of strength there to hold off the man. So hopefully that will work longer term for us this season and next season. And we can improve over time. We're going to try and do things the Southampton way in this save. And the Southampton way is faith in youth. So far, the youth are keeping us up, which is more than can be said for Southampton in real life. So far, so good, despite the occasional defeat and the closeness to the relegation zone. I'm still very happy with how this first season has gone. Williams into Aribo. trying to shake off Kulusevski and does well enough to do so. A campaign to remember for Harry Kane apparently so far this season. Don't know how many goals he's got, but it must be enough to trigger that. Although Onuatu was the league's top goal scorer earlier in the window. And he could have added to it with a spectacular goal there. If he just actually made contact with the ball, we could have taken a wonderful 1-0 lead, but we haven't. Someone called The Exorcist. Heung-min Son has been possessed. What in the balls is that? We saw something similar in the My Player, but that was something entirely different. Hello, TikTok. How are you? Heung-min Son, the contortionist, at it again. Finds Heung-min Son down the line. Half an hour played here. Still goalless at St Mary's. I say that as Tottenham are on a decent attack here. Kulusevski is whiskers away from scoring a spectacular first. Patrick Bamford scored a worldie against Alex McCarthy earlier today, and Kulu wasn't far away either. Son over the top nicely to Kulusevski. Pedro Porro, and Tottenham are on top now. But Brandon Williams steps in nicely, our new number 2. Forcing the corner for Spuds, who've just conceded a 95th minute goal to lose at home to Bournemouth. GG, sounds Spursy. An Eric Dyer 25-yard. And in this first half, we've held our own against Tottenham, albeit I've not been that creative, I don't feel. But with a few seconds to go in the first half, you wouldn't say we're bad value for our current 0-0 scoreline. And as the halftime whistle goes, we might show you these stats that hopefully back me up in saying so. Let's find out. Halftime stats. Are we good value? 1 shot to their 3, slightly edging possession? I think so. Who knows what might happen later in this save. Heung-min Son draws the save out of Alex McCarthy. Comfortably done. Comfortably enough done, anyway. Tottenham to take the corner short. And, man, that had the shot that led to the corner. We're involved in getting the ball back into the middle. Bentancur. No, come on! That's not a foul, ref. I'm not having that. I am not having that at all. I've stepped in. I've got my toe to the ball. He's not even fallen over till after the bloody highlight. I'm going to have a look at that. Roman Brown comes in here. Bentancur's in possession. Brown comes in, steps in, and what? The ball goes... So the ball is there, and then Bentancur's foot goes through it. So that when I come in, the ball isn't there. What should have happened here is Bentancur takes a touch and knocks the ball forward, but actually, by the ball going through his foot, the ball stops dead. Which in then turn means that Roman Brown misses the ball, and Bentancur falls over. How is my luck? Well, from the spot, a certain Harold Kane. And that's normally what happens when he has the chance to score from the spot. Harry Kane gives Tottenham a thoroughly undeserved 1-0 lead. Aribo, Onuatu, Che Adams is going to make the run. He's going to burst into the space. And he's beaten 2 defenders. And he's put it in the stands. Che, come on, mate. You've got to be better than that. Harold Kane. Oh, a little scoop turn. That was actually pretty nice. Give him his dues. He's in again. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper. Alex McCarthy done himself no harm again today. I've just got so many men forward. It's difficult to deal with at the minute. Suleimano get a little back. Oh, I want a back heel, actually. Camaldine, if you don't mind. That's nice from Ward-Prowse, though. Get there, use your pace, get around Davinson Sanchez. Paul, get in a box, you prick! You're just standing here for. Ref! We'll take the corner. Onuatu is 6'7", and he stopped in situations like that. I need him in the box. Like, in the middle of the box. Not just loitering 5 yards away from me. I'm going to go back to Lavia here. Romeo Lavia is not going to score from distance. Che Adams from here, though. That's better, Che. Why didn't you do that last time? Level against Spurs. Che Adams with a great strike. Get in. Is Højbjerg ping-erific. Out to Heung-min Son. Don't lose it now, Ches. Don't lose it now. We won't, because Livramento's done brilliantly. Thank you, Tino. If Suleimana could get forward, that would be great. I'll take the point against Spurs. Let's be honest, after defeat against Leeds, a draw against Spurs and a draw against Manchester City is pretty weird. It could be a win against Spurs. Oh, Che! As good as you've been to get me the equaliser, you have let me down in front of goal and with the passing. Oh, we could have won it. We really genuinely could have if Che Adams had found the right pass there, but he overhit it. Unfortunately, it's not to be against Tottenham Hotspur, but we'll take the point. Absolutely. Leeds lost as well, which is good news for us at the bottom end of the table. So the gap was 4. It's increased to 5 over Leeds, but it depends what else happened elsewhere. And I don't think Brentford or Bournemouth underneath Leeds were close enough to have actually made an impact. But we'll have a quick look when we get back to the league table. We'll go and finish the transfer window now as well, with no further plans personally to make any more signings, unless, of course, someone comes in to try and buy someone very late in the day. Tino Livramento's happy. Salisu is happy. I'm happy with him. Deadline day is here. Now, is anything going to happen? No rumours for anybody leaving us or being linked with a move away from us, which is good. Trent might go to Real Madrid, apparently. Gundogan has gone to Juventus. That's the biggest move of the day. Enes Ünal has gone to Villa. I tell you what, Kefren Turam to Newcastle is a fantastic signing for Newcastle United. Domenico Berardi to City. Now that's a weird one. Unexpected. Still no movement on Trent. Nothing yet. 7 hours to go. Still no movement. Is that going to go through? Or is it just one of those loose rumours that doesn't actually come to fruition? Yes. Yes, it's going to come through. Consider it done. Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid for £93.4 million. That's a pretty big deal then, isn't it, really? Biggest deal of the day, and I dare say probably biggest deal of the window as well. We'll have a quick transfer roundup at the end of the window. Of course, we disabled the first transfer window so that we got the opportunity. Oh, there is a link with Roman Brown and Villarreal, but no bids have come in. Leon Goretzka to Paris Saint-Germain. We disabled the first transfer window so that we could kind of attack the first half of the season with the squad that Saints have at IRL and see how we got on. As it happens, how we're getting on is actually a little bit better than we thought we might do, if I'm completely honest. And probably a little bit better than how you guys thought we might do as well. Victor Osimhen has come to Manchester United. The other two you saw there. Laporte's gone to Paris Saint-Germain. That's why he wasn't available against us earlier in the day for Manchester City. Gavi to Newcastle. Gavi and Kefren Turam. That's a great window for Newcastle United. You're in Timber to Athletes with Esteban Moreno. Patrick Schick to Chelsea. We see that quite regularly in career mode. Angel Correa to AC Milan. Pau Torres to Juventus. Luca Hernandez is a good signing for Liverpool, actually. I'm really surprised by Domenico Berardi to Manchester City. Unai Simon we saw. Sangare to Inter. Ruben Neves to Arsenal. That's a good signing for them. Anything else that takes us by surprise? Charlie Ramos to Leverkusen. We obviously were involved in the Kyle Walker-Peters deal. Marcus Thuram. Alex Ramiro to Spurs. Bobby Firmino to Atalanta. Bobby rumoured to be leaving. No, he's confirmed, isn't he, as leaving in real life, I think now. Leaving Liverpool. Di Lorenzo to Manchester City. Ben Yedder to Real Madrid is a weird one. Kefren Turam was an absolutely cracking deal. Such a good deal. He's only 21 and he is going to grow and grow and grow. Eden Hazard to Monaco, back to France for Eden Hazard. Came from Lille to Chelsea. Chelsea to Real Madrid, and now back to France. Curtis Jones to Fiorentina is a weird one. Well, I'm not really too sure what to make of that transfer window. All we know is that in the league, we are 15th, 3 places above the drop, and the gap is 5 points because Brentford and Bournemouth are nowhere near. I think those two are gone. Even though there's still 14 games to go, I think Brentford and Bournemouth are probably down. Leeds, absolutely with a chance to stay up. I'd say everybody from ourselves down, very much involved in a relegation fight. 8 points from Leeds to Everton probably means Everton are safe. Although we have them next, to be fair. So we could bring them back down into the mix. Everton, West Ham and Brentford tomorrow. Well then Chelsea, Leicester, Arsenal. And a relatively straightforward end to the season. So we're not far away from the end of season 1. We hopefully are going to stay up, but our fate is in our hands. Really frustrated with their penalty, but it is what it is. What can you do other than shout at the referee? Thank you very much for watching today's episode, guys. Do make sure you're subscribed to the ChesnoidPlays channel so you don't miss out on any more. Drop this video a like as well. And of course, if you want more career mode in a different instance, then head over to the main channel on Chesnoid Gaming and you can check out the Youth RTG. Of course, join me on Twitch and you can see me record both live. That would be great. That's all from me for now, though. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube. Appreciate it very much indeed. I'll see you next time. Okay, YouTube, this is going in at some point in the episode before I say goodbye. We've hit the 1st of February and Ajax have bid for Tino Livramento. Now, I really want to keep him, but Ajax are top of the Eredivisie, having lost only one game all season and are in the round of 16 of the Champions League. So he would start for them because they don't have any other decent right-backs at the moment. I'm not sure what's happened to... his name's going to escape me now. The youngster, the young Dutchman that normally plays at right-back for Ajax, who grows quite well. We had him at Chesnoid FC. You'll know who I mean. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Devin Wrench, thank you, Twitch chat. Devin Wrench is not at Ajax anymore. So, Tino Livramento, they've bid 21.8. I could get up to 30-ish if I sell him. YouTube comment section, comment. Sell him or nah? If I do, what value should I look to get for him? If you see someone else's comment that you agree with, thumbs it up. But do leave your own as well, so we have as many opinions there as possible. I won't record another episode of the Southampton save until I've got your response. Bugger. Tino Livramento is a man I desperately wanted to keep, but we do like to be realistic. And Ajax are a big club, and top of their league, and still in Europe. We're not there yet. We're still challenging and battling for relegation. Tino would leave in the summer, so he'd be with us for the rest of the year. Saj. I would lean towards selling for upwards of 26. But if they don't go any higher than where they are now, I probably would have to accept, is my opinion. But don't let that sway your opinion. Right, now's the end of the video. Not quite as happy an ending as I hoped it was going to be, actually. Let me know. I'll do your bidding. Bye-bye.